Today, I have for you 3 ways to feel better right now. Have you ever heard somebody say, I can't help how I feel? Or have you ever thought that yourself, or maybe been one of those people to say that, like, no, seriously, Doris, I can't help how I feel? The truth is, we actually can help how we feel. And the reason that that's real is because you are the thinker in your world. I am the thinker in my world. And our emotions follow with our thoughts. So if I'm thinking about things that are distressing to me, I will start to feel more and more like that: distressed, sad, mad, scared, frustrated, any of those things. And if I start thinking about other things, things on the other side of the emotional continuum, things like being grateful for things or looking and playing in nature, then the emotions follow that too. Now, I know this isn't rocket science, but it's really awesome sometimes if you hear yourself thinking or feeling or saying, I can't help how I feel. We really can. And so I'm giving you 3 practices right now that I would love for you to use so that no matter where you're feeling, you're going to push it on to the higher positivity or highly regenerative or renewing side. The first way to practice feeling better right now is to write a list of 3 things you are grateful for. Not so many years ago, I did a research study. I was in a big county government, and it was a positivity study. And one of the interventions we did was to have people write down every day for 6 weeks 3 specific different things they're grateful for. And what was cool to watch happen was people were like, I don't know if I can come up with, that's 126 sentences of what you're grateful for. Today I'm grateful for, or today I'm grateful that. And if you're doing 3 every day, 7 days is one whole week. So that's 21, and times that by 6. It's 126 things that you're thankful for. And what was cool was, because the brain works like a single processor, as we, and now you start to go, I don't know, what am I grateful for? If that's not a thing that it's used to doing, it'll take a little bit. But by the end, people were saying, that's amazing. I can come up with things all the time now. So you don't have to do just the big, juicy, major ones like, I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my friends. I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful for my job. But specific pieces of that. I remember there was a woman, she was like, oh, you mean I could say, I'm grateful for my daughter's hug? Yeah. And then I could say, I'm grateful for, my daughter wanting to talk to me tonight. Yes. So any of the kind of bigger things, break them down, break them down. And they can be really silly and little too. Like, I'm looking around the room. I currently have balloons and streamers up because it was Chris's birthday not too long ago. And they're just kind of up. I'm grateful for them. It's fun. It's festive. I'm really super grateful for Chris's laugh and his big heart. I'm grateful that he loves to go to movies, because so do I. I'm grateful for Nick. Well, he's my son. What about him? Oh my gosh. I'm grateful for the way he still laughs hysterically, even though he's a big, tall, 20-year-old man thing. I'm grateful that he's still silly. I'm grateful that he has such an awesome, loving heart, even though he's got that, big, like, I'm such a dude kind of attitude about things. All right. You can be grateful for things that are going to occur in the future. Somebody's like, you mean I can say I'm grateful I'm going to be retiring in 2 years? Sure. What about things in the past? Could I be grateful for, that time I, got to go to the beach Yes, of course. So the first way to change how you feel right now is to simply write down 3 specific things you're grateful for. And if you use this, today I'm grateful for, or today I'm grateful that, that's the first way. The second way to feel better right now is to think of someone who positively impacted your life. Like right now, as you're listening to this, who is someone that if I was right here in person with you and I was like, tell me someone, you might have a whole bunch of people, you might just have 1 or 2. But if I said, who's someone who really positively impacted you, that kind of have this a good heart space about right when you think about it. They could be someone living or past. They could be 4-leggers. You're definitely some people have their, favorite dog or cat. Usually that was really meaningful. Could be a mentor, could be a teacher, could be your spouse or your significant other, could be your kid or your grandma. All right. Get that person in mind. Mine very often, my go-to is John Hampson, who was my high school counselor. And he was such a cool high school counselor that kids from all the different classes, even though he was our particular class counselor, people from all of the classes came because he loved everybody and he let us be weird and he saw our strength and mostly he saw our value and just loved us even when we were all feeling weird. So John Hampson, as I'm recording this, is still alive. If there's someone that you're picking that you're like, yeah, but Darce, they've already passed away. It's okay, living or past. And now the way to change you to feel better right now is to imagine, first of all, what is it that they did? In what way did they positively impact your life? And just feel how quickly you can kind of go there. Maybe they gave you your whole, sense of. One time somebody said it was a mentor who literally gave them their life work. Did they make you feel seen? Did they just love you so abundantly? So after you kind of go, yeah, this is kind of what they did. This is how they positively affected me. Now, the real trick of this one to help you feel better or even better right now is to just imagine that you could take from your heart and radiate out to them, whatever that means, love and gratitude. Again, living or past is really okay. Metaphorically, energetically, really, however you want to do this, but radiate out to them big, juicy love and gratitude for the way they positively impacted you. Thank you, John Hampson, if you ever happen to see this video. Still to this day, all of the amazing ways you helped love on all of us still impacts my life to this day. All right, so now the third way you can help feel better right now is to think of people in your life that are closest to you that are kind of like your favorite people. My son, my significant other, my mom. That's kind of my tightest little group of peeps. You might have one, you might have a big old extended network. Just kind of get them in your mind like, yeah, they're my peeps. And I want you to imagine that you can have this awareness of your innate desire for them to feel happy and healthy and loved and abundant and have their life work for them. Just feel that inside you, like, of course, it's so easy for me to know how much I love them. And yes, I want their life to be good. There you go. Those are 3 ways that you can change how you feel and feel better right now. One is just literally for real. Write 3 specific different things that you're grateful for. Another one is remember somebody that was really meaningful to you and just imagine that you could radiate love and gratitude, someone who's positively impacted you. And then the third way is just to think of the people or four-leggers, your animals too, that are just your favorite people. And just take note of your innate desire to have them, really have a life that works for them. My name is Dr. Darcy Lord. I'm a self-love expert. I really want you to care about how you feel. That's the first principle of self-love practice. Give me a thumbs up and share this with somebody if this was beneficial for you. I really, really appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. And I'll see you again next week.